Sometimes, the most exciting journeys start with a simple question. It's that spark of curiosity, that moment when you wonder if you can turn an idea into reality, that sets everything in motion. For me, it all began with a single thought that wouldn't let go. Can I really do this? Am I ready to take on something completely new? Something that feels just a little bit out of reach? This is how I built a fully functional SAP Fiori chatbot in just 2 days. A personal challenge, not a work assignment. I wanted to see if I could push myself, learn fast, and create something meaningful from scratch, all within a tight deadline. My motivation was simple. I wanted to bridge the gap between complex SAP systems and everyday users who just need quick, clear answers. I saw so many people struggling to get the information they needed, and I knew there had to be a better way. A chatbot felt like the perfect solution. A friendly, always available guide that could make technology feel more approachable and less intimidating. It could answer questions, solve problems, and be there whenever someone needed help. My goal wasn't just to build software, but to create something with a human touch. Something that could genuinely help others, not just automate tasks. I wanted users to feel supported, understood, and empowered. 2 days isn't much time, so I had to be focused, organized, and ready to learn fast. Every hour counted, and I mapped out my plan, breaking the project into small, manageable steps so I wouldn't get overwhelmed. Doubts crept in, but determination won out. I believed in the idea and my ability to figure things out. Whenever I hit a roadblock, I reminded myself that every challenge was a chance to grow and learn something new. This journey is proof you don't need permission or a big team to innovate, just curiosity, resourcefulness, and the will to try. Sometimes, the best ideas come from working alone, trusting your instincts, and daring to experiment. My 2-day sprint was about pushing my own limits and seeing what's possible with the right tools and mindset. Every small victory fueled my motivation, and every late-night breakthrough made the effort worthwhile. I'm sharing this story not to show off, but to inspire you to chase your own curiosity. If you've ever wondered what you could accomplish in just a couple of days, I hope this encourages you to take that leap. Find your own 2-day challenge and see what you can build when you just begin. The journey might surprise you, and you'll discover strengths you never knew you had. Let's dive in. Choosing the right tool is everything. For my chatbot, SAP Conversational AI was the obvious choice. It's built to connect complex business systems with real people using natural, human-like conversations. The platform is accessible, well-documented, and encourages innovation, perfect for a fast-paced project. I felt like I was joining a community of creators, not just using a piece of software. SAP Conversational AI lets you design engaging, user-friendly bots with personality. I wanted my bot to be warm and approachable, not just functional. The platform's focus on user experience and creative freedom made that possible. My vision for a helpful, intelligent assistant matched SAP's philosophy perfectly. It empowered me to solve real problems and connect people with technology in a simple, beautiful way. For my 2-day project, it was the perfect engine. Let's see how I brought my idea to life. Day 1 started with coffee, a fresh notebook, and a head full of ideas. There's something special about the quiet energy of a new project, the anticipation, the possibilities, and the sense that anything can happen. In front of me was a blank canvas, an empty chatbot dashboard, waiting to be brought to life. My mission? To create FioriBot, a digital assistant designed to help users navigate SAP Fiori. The goal was clear from the start. FioriBot would answer common SAP Fiori questions, guide users to helpful resources, and make learning the platform less intimidating for everyone. I began by teaching the bot to understand human language. This meant defining intents, the different goals, needs, or questions users might bring to the conversation. I brainstormed every way someone might ask about Fiori, from simple greetings to technical questions like, "What is Fiori?" or "How does Fiori architecture work?" Each intent needed to capture the variety of real-world phrasing. Next, I built skills, the bot's responses to each intent. I focused on making answers clear, concise, and empathetic, so users would feel understood and supported. Testing was the most exciting part. I typed, "Hello," and FioriBot replied instantly, just as I'd hoped. It was a small but thrilling moment. Seeing my logic come to life on the screen was incredibly rewarding. Each successful response felt like a step closer to building something truly useful. I tested more questions, tweaking responses, and refining the bot's understanding. Each time FioriBot responded correctly, growing smarter with every interaction. By the end of day 1, my blank canvas had transformed into a functioning conversational partner, ready to help, answer, and guide. The process was a blend of technical logic, creative problem-solving, and empathetic communication. Every decision shaped the bot's personality and usefulness. With each update, FioriBot became more helpful, more human, and more capable of making a difference for users. Day 1 ended with a real sense of progress and accomplishment. The foundation was set, and the journey had truly begun. The adventure was just beginning. With excitement and curiosity, I looked forward to what day 2 would bring. Day 2 was all about transforming FioriBot from a simple prototype into a fully functional, real-world application that anyone could use. The excitement was high, but so were the stakes. The first major challenge was deploying the bot to a web page, making it accessible to users everywhere, not just on my local machine. I dove into the world of hosting, integration, and endless code snippets. There were plenty of moments spent debugging and reworking, but every setback was a step closer to the goal. Security quickly became a top priority. I realized that exposing my developer token would be risky, so I built a lightweight Node.js backend to keep sensitive information safe and out of reach from prying eyes. This step was a real eye-opener, teaching me that building something useful isn't enough. It also has to be secure and trustworthy for users. Next, I shifted my focus to user experience. I wanted the chat interface to feel natural and responsive, whether someone was on a phone, tablet, or desktop. I spent hours tweaking the design, adjusting layouts, and testing on every device I could find to guarantee smooth, intuitive conversations everywhere. By the end of day 2, FioriBot was not only live and secure, but also polished and mobile-ready, a real milestone. Every hurdle forced me to learn something new, often on the fly. I found myself diving into documentation, forums, and tutorials, picking up new skills at a rapid pace. I realized you don't need to have all the answers before you start. What matters most is the persistence to keep searching, experimenting, and learning as you go. The project evolved from a rough idea into a polished, real-world tool that I was genuinely proud of. The process was intense, sometimes overwhelming, but ultimately incredibly rewarding. Seeing the bot come to life made every challenge worth it. Now FioriBot was ready for users, secure, accessible, and designed for real conversations. The journey had just begun. So what can FioriBot do? It's a friendly guide for anyone curious about SAP Fiori. Ask questions like, what is SAP Fiori? And get clear, simple answers. No more digging through dense documentation. FioriBot also shares curated learning resources, like official tutorials and the SAP Learning Hub. It's more than a Quanda machine. It's a learning companion that empowers users to keep exploring. A personal touch FioriBot greets users by name, making the experience feel warm and engaging. It's a one-stop shop for foundational Fiori knowledge. FioriBot shows how conversational AI can create supportive, enjoyable user experiences. It's a small tool with a big impact. This project was about more than code. It was a journey of self-discovery. As a woman in tech, building FioriBot was my proof of concept for myself and others. It showed that with clarity and focus, you can achieve amazing things quickly. Teaching a chatbot forced me to break down complex topics and communicate clearly, a skill that's valuable everywhere. The project also connected to my name, Latha, which means vine in Sanskrit, a symbol of growth and support. Like a vine, this project was about climbing over hurdles and connecting people to knowledge. FioriBot became a reflection of my identity and values, persistence, support, and growth. It affirmed my skills and passion for making technology accessible and human-centered. FioriBot isn't just software, it's a piece of me. The most rewarding projects are those that connect our work to who we are. Building FioriBot taught me that knowledge grows when it's shared. Sharing what you learn multiplies its impact and can inspire others to start their own journeys. My story is an invitation. You don't have to be an expert to share. Your perspective matters. Don't wait. Share as you learn, whether it's a blog post, a video, or helping a colleague. Every act of sharing strengthens our community. I hope this story encourages you to stay curious and keep learning. Give yourself a small project, maybe even a 2-day challenge. You'll be amazed at what you can accomplish and discover about yourself. When you're done, share your story and be the spark for someone else. Let's build a culture of learning and growth together.